because you have an undefeated dude who is just submitting people left and right, guillotine after choke, after whatever you want to call it. And then you got a guy who he's fighting who I think is underrespected, outperforms all of his expectations, and is prone to kind of lose the fights that you think he's going to win and then win all the fights you think he's going to lose, right? So Nicolas Dalby, he's been here, he's done it, and the biggest knock against him is that he breathes weird. Everything else is fantastic, bro. This fool runs it up on everybody, right? Gabriel Bonfim comes in, and of course, your number one thought is, well, if he takes down Nicolas Dalby, what's going to happen then, right? It's going to be game over. He's submitting everybody. I don't think that's quite the story, though, AJ. I think Nicolas Dalby is so time-tested. I think that he's fought so many dudes who have that exact same game plan and so much of a veteran in this game, he's going to give real problems to the undefeated fighter in Gabriel Bonfim. What do you think?
I absolutely agree with you, Derek. I think Nicolas Dalby presents all the skills, both on the feet and even on the ground. A lot of people don't give him respect, like you're saying, because of that kind of not frantic kind of fighter he is, but he throws a lot out there. He is kind of a wild man at times, but also very technical. So I think Nicolas Dalby, he has everything to present to be able to put up a hell of a fight. And Gabriel Bonfim, I mean, it arguably hasn't faced this quality of fighter yet. This is a real test for him, and if he can get past this, I mean, we see great things going in the future for Bonfim, but Nicolas Dalby is no slouch at all. You need to watch out for this dude, especially in that second round where Gabriel Bonfim, he's over, he's going to take down. He's probably going to get a couple takedowns. Let's be honest right here. It's probably going to happen. But if Nicolas Dalby's able to withstand that onslaught, withstand the guillotine chokes, that all the stuff that Bonfim is best at, if Dalby is able to maintain his composure and work around those things, man, we might see some action here in that second round and then really see how the waters get tested against Bonfim when he's in there deep.
It's scary, man. You look at the resume and it's just arm triangle, rear naked choke, ground and pound, Darce choke, Von Flue choke, guillotine. And that's the thing, is that he's tricky, man. You've watched fights with him where in his Contender Series fight, he was getting choked out, reversed the position, choked his opponent. Easy. Like, it's just one of those things where one split-second mistake, Bonfim can capitalize, which why at first I said, okay, minus 550 favorite against a dude like Nicolas Dalby, I think that this could be a live dog. And then I looked at ESPN, AJ, and I said, oh, the live odds right now, minus 725 favorite Gabriel Bonfim, plus 475 comeback for Nicolas Dalby. Am I crazy here? Are we crazy here? Because though I said it in the beginning, I'm backing Gabriel Bonfim in this fight, I don't think that Nicolas Dalby should be this much of an underdog unless I'm just misreading this matchup. Do you see any of where that comes into play, or is the hype surrounding the 15-0 submission master? What do you think?
I think the hype is there, and yes, it's there for a reason, folks. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is a little bit overhyped. That's exactly why I'm going with Nicolas Dalby in this one, because he's the real deal, and this is a real deal test for Bonfim going forward. Don't get me wrong, I think Bonfim can win this fight, but what'd you say, plus 445 on the comeback for Dalby? That's
475,
wild.
yeah.
475, even crazier. No, I'm not falling for the hype on this one, and folks, if I get it wrong, I do apologize, but Nicolas Dalby has what it takes to be able to get one over on Bonfim.
And one thing to take a look at, I think if you're looking at this matchup, is the proficiency on the feet. I think Nicolas Dalby is a much crisper striker than Gabriel Bonfim, who has a ton of power, man, but everything is loaded. That check hook that he throws is super clean, but it's a big motion, right? Dalby is a little more bap, clinch, clinch, get in, get out, not stuck in the middle. Only problem that I have here is that, yes, Nicolas Dalby did have that underdog victory, if you want to call it, against Muslim Salikov, right? A lot of people didn't quite expect him to get the victory, but Salikov is the, Kung Fu master or whatever the case may be. Not quite the case with Gabriel Bonfim, a little bit different. And Nicolas Dalby has been taken down a fair amount in his last couple of fights, but he's not a guy who gets taken down often. So you said Gabriel Bonfim. Yeah, he's going to take him down a couple of times. Reality is, he's not a dude who's shooting for a ton of takedowns either, man. So how does he get him down? Is it out the clinch? Is it jumping a guillotine? How does he get him down?
That's an interesting question, Derek. I think it's going to be in the chaos and probably snatching something up out of nowhere. One of the things I like and dislike about Bonfim's style is he's down to go to war. He's down to step in toe-to-toe and just start swinging like a madman. And like you said, loading up on his shots and throwing. If he either hurts Nicolas Dalby or gets hurt by Nicolas Dalby, that's where I think the takedowns are going to, or at least the ground game is going to come into work. Because, like you said, Nicolas Dalby does like to clinch things up. He does like to play that game of in and out, which is amazing for a striker. But if you play that game against Bonfim, he's going to grab a hold of you. He's going to take you down, put in, a body lock and actually get to your hips, get you down. I'm expecting Nicolas Dalby to be working the angles right here, staying away, staying with the kicks, avoiding that. But do you think, Derek, that Bonfim's going to charge in like he normally does and kind of be that reckless abandonment fighter we like to see because he can rely on his submission skills after that?
Yes, absolutely. And I don't mean to be uber confident, but that's the thing with these guys who know if I hold the advantage on the ground, why wouldn't I press you? Even if I have inferior striking, why wouldn't I get in your face and make you uncomfortable and make you razzled? At best, you counter me, clip me, get me out of there. At worst, or I guess no, that's at worst for them, right? That's the worst case scenario. At best, we fall into each other, we tangle up, I get you to the ground, and I get to my bread and butter anyways. You know what I mean? I'm not, and that's the thing. I feel like we're talking about a dude who's like a multiple time champion who's defeated a bunch of veterans when we're talking about a line this crazy and a level of dominance that we're claiming, or not even claiming, assuming might take place. I just don't see it. I think Nicolas Dalby is going to make this real interesting. And I think that as a plus 475 dog currently, there is absolute value in hedging for Nicolas Dalby. However, 15-0. You don't get that way for a reason, brother. He wasn't fighting in scrub competitions. This is a bunch of different regional spots, LFA, Dana White Contender Series, UFC. He's looking like a stud, and fighting with his brother generally has a pretty good track record. I like Gabriel Bonfim right there. And AJ, I'm actually not going to go with the submission. I don't think Nicolas Dalby will get submitted by this man. I think, if anything, I think we're going to go TKO, ground and pound, right? Get him down, finish the job there. What do you think?
I like that, Derek, especially for Bonfim in the style that Nicolas Dalby wants to fight. If he finishes him with a TKO, it's going to look real good. Me personally, man, I'm going Dalby. And I think I got to just go the money line. That plus 475, I think that's the most valuable then. Because yeah, I could see him getting a TKO, flash knockout. He puts him down. He gets that, that win over Bonfim. But also, I could see a decision working here if Bonfim gets a little tired. He doesn't get the exact thing in the first round. So I'm liking the money line at plus 475.
And I'm going to throw a little caveat in there, folks. I'm taking the finish right there for Gabriel Bonfim. If you don't want to go for the finish, take the under 1.5 rounds again on this one. Listen, this dude shows he is a early finisher. He's a Terrence McKinney of sorts, right? Get him out of there early. If he does not get him out of there early, things are going to be looking real good for Nicolas Dalby. So